All right, welcome again to Sin Bin Stream on YouTube. We start out with NHL hockey action. Vegas Golden Knights at St. Louis Blues. Hope you're having a great Friday, starting your weekend off right, and are ready for some hockey. We will also have men's college basketball 6 o'clock tonight. We will have Marist Red Foxes at St. Peter's Peacocks. Again, men's basketball. Just trying to get my chat to work here. Let's test the audio. Hope you're having a great day. All right, got good audio. Hey, Michael. Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. We'll also have the Wild at the Ducks, 9:30 Central. Late start. I normally steer clear of 9:30, but there's no 9 o'clock tonight. All right, let's get to the starting goalies now. Hello, Sinbin Sun 2.
Hello.
All right, Vegas won game one of this three-game season series set, 4-1, November 15th. Game three will be in Las Vegas, January 10th.
Hello, Sinbin audience.
Carter Hart, number 79, against Joel Hofer. Not Jordan Binnington, but, maybe Hofer's the number one now. I don't know.
Aren't the scratches basically inactives?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Yep. Oh, McNabb is scratched for the Knights. Pretty good defenseman. Reinert and Holtz. For the Blues, we got Fabry, Suter, and Melo. All right, again, Carter Hart in net for Vegas and Hofer for the Blues. We're on the Blues television. All right, what is going on with YouTube live control panel? Why is this not working? All right, there we go. Much better. Yep, the outdoor game, Rangers-Panthers, that's on TNT, True TV, HBO Max, 7 p.m. Central. We'll keep an eye on Kraken Canucks, but we'll bring you Wild Ducks, 9:30 tonight, after we bring you Marist at St. Peter's. All right, looks like Vegas is wearing white. I'm just going to leave it as gold, I think. Blues in their normal blue with yellow trim. All right, making sure. Okay, muted, live. Get the scoring software ready. Yep, we're set. 4-2-3, 3-1-8 goals against, 883 save percentage for Carter Hart. Sorry, I missed the Blues goalie. All right, St. Louis is in blue, going left to right. Vegas in white, going right to left. Behind their own net, St. Louis sends it up the near boards. Taken near the face-off circle, behind the net now. And cross-ice pass by Vegas. They dump it in. Around the boards, Blues send it off the near boards. No shots on goal yet. All right. Dumped in by St. Louis. Taken behind the net by Hannafin. Up the far boards, back to Hannafin. Gets loose. Bowman was there. Behind the net. up the near boards. Cross ice pass sent by Barbashev into the far boards. Blues finally take it over, but taken by the Knights. Sent up the near boards. Eichel to the far corner. Bowman couldn't get it. Blues pick it up. They're going the other way. And a dump in from the blue line to the far corner. Sent behind the Vegas net. Now a pass to the red line by the Knights. Eichel almost gets dragged down into the near corner. And yeah, this might be a penalty on the Blues. And the Knights will head to the power play. Holding Kiru. All right, we'll go with Kairu. But all right, Vegas on the power play. Parayko, Sundqvist, Broberg, and Toropchenko on the kill for fifth in the power play is Vegas. Barbashev, Eichel, Bowman, Howden, Marner. Oh, no, they're going through the forward lines. Never mind. That isn't their power play unit. My bad. All right, Marner drop pass picked up by Eichel. Pass to Dorofeyev. Or Dorofeyev. I think it's Feyev. Marner at the blue line. To the near circle. Eichel sends it behind the net to Stone. Up the far boards. Dorofeyev to Marner. Eichel still looking. Down low. Pass into the crease. How did that not go in? A shot and a rebound and sent wide. Do we have any shots yet? I'll have to double check down below. Stone centers it. It gets by Marner and out of the zone. He'll have to take it at the red line. Marner over the line. Drop pass. And Eichel has to send it. He had to retrieve it in the neutral zone. Dorofeyev to the far circle. 45 seconds on the power play. Eichel centers it. It gets sent wide of the net. And Marner to the far circle. Let's see, who was that? Oh, Hurdle, Tomas Hurdle. And just sent out. They couldn't keep it in. Under 16:50 and now 22 seconds on the Vegas power play. Taken back in their own end by Howden. He makes a pass. It's going to be picked up by Hannafin. 8 seconds on the power play. Pass to Barbashev. Shot from the slot. That was wide of the net. We're back to 5-on-5. Blues send it ahead into the guy out of the box and a penalty on Vegas. As they had a breakaway with Kiru or Cairo. We'll have to look at it. Penalty shot coming up for that breakaway penalty. Cairo. Hannafin with the penalty. We got Cairo on a penalty shot. Early excitement here from St. Louis. All right. Are we going to let him shoot yet today? Good gravy. All right. Why are we behind the net? All right. Cairo over the blue line, right up the middle, far circle, forehand shot, save, and held on by Carter Hart. So, whoops, forgot I don't need to start the clock. Rough penalty. Which one? The Vegas causing the penalty shot or the... Yeah, I don't think the St. Louis announcers were too thrilled with the Cairo penalty. So it was a slash on the breakaway. Carter Hart makes the glove save just above the pads and keeps it 0-0. Oh, and a shot on goal because of the penalty shot for the Blues. All right. Vegas in the far circle, far boards, pass taken over the red line by Howden. He gets knocked down at the blue line. Hannafin passes. And the Knights dump it in. Taken by, yeah. I think the St. Louis, I was listening. I didn't get a good look at it. They thought it was incidental. All right. Blues leave it in the far boards, taken over the red line. Now Marner has it for the Knights. He sends it behind the St. Louis net. Hofer sends it around. Hannafin, a blue line pass. He dumps it in. Near corner. Howden for the Knights, trying to dig it out. Knights keep it in. Hannafin pass. Long shot. Off the side of the net. St. Louis in the near boards. And sent down the length of the ice. White Cloud takes it behind the Vegas net. Pass to center ice for Barbashev. Puck gets knocked away. Bowman couldn't get it. And the Knights send it up again. Trying to hit Barbashev. They dump it for icing, though, at 14:54. Oh, pass to Hurdle went off a skate. Then his shot got deflected. Stone kind of whiffed on a rebound attempt. That was the one great scoring opportunity for the Knights. All right, face off in the near circle. Knights control. Send it to the neutral zone where the Blues play it to the near boards. Cross ice pass knocked away by Bowman. Sent ahead by the Blues to the near boards. Blue line keeper. Now the Blues dump it in. Stolen and into the near circle. Knights send it off the to the far boards by their bench. Return pass to the far circle. Hurdle looking to the blue line. He gets it right back off the near boards to himself. Behind the net to Dorofeev. Blues send it up the middle. Pass off a skate of Falk into the near circle. Taken behind the net by Korzak. Not sent out. Blues have it in the far circle. Now far corner. Behind the Vegas net. Dorofeev passes. Hurdle passes. Taken by Korzak. Or Korsak. And let's see, a pass. We got another whistle at, what's the call, at 13:35. All right, under 14 media timeout. Might have been offsides on Vegas. All right, hope everybody had a good New Year's celebration, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebration. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you're going to have a good weekend as well and enjoy some hockey here. All right. Probably take a look at the standings at some point. Wild Ducks should be a good one, though. Looks like the Wild, are favored on the road. Canucks favored at home against the Kraken. A bit of a border war, if you will. Let's see. Rangers, Panthers, that's an outdoor game. I don't know how they got ice in Sunrise, Florida, or in Miami, or wherever they're playing. Considering I think it was 80 degrees not that long ago for a Dolphins game. But, all right. back to the game now. Yeah, Blues playing much better. They had a rough start to the season, but they've been playing much better as of late. All right, looks like it was Vegas offside. Oh, indoors maybe on that outdoor game? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I haven't been following because I knew I wasn't going to be able to watch it. All right, outside of his own net, Hofer plays it to the far corner. Blues make a pass, finally get it out of their own end, over the red line to the far circle. Pass gets loose. Vegas going the other way, over the red line. Stop. Kolsar passed it to the blue line. Hutton sent it. Was blocked by the Blues and into the crowd. Was that delay a game puck over glass? I think it was. I think. And a Vegas fan got it. That's going to be delay a game on Falk. Falk just sent the puck over the glass. Vegas will head to the power play. Still 1-1 on the shots. All right. Parayko, Thomas on the kill. Missed who else? 0 for 1, one shot for the Vegas power play. Marner at the red line. 12:40 to go in the first. 1:45 on the power play. Eichel skates it into the zone. Stone to Hurdle. Marner to Hurdle in the far circle. Stone behind the net. Near boards. Eichel with the puck. To Hurdle in the slot. Stone to Eichel. Far side Marner. Slapper Eichel saved. And into the far, behind the net. Somebody lost a stick. Or maybe broke it. Finally sent out, and Eichel picks it up. Blues trying to get a couple changes. Eichel skates it in again. 1:05 on the power play. Stone to Marner. Hurdle to the near circle for Eichel. Down low. Stone towards the crease. Then sent to Dorofeev. Probably blocked. Blue line keeper. Long shot to Hurdle in the far corner. Still trying to dig it out. Back to the blue line for Marner. To the near circle, Eichel. Marner to Dorofeev. Down low, Hurdle. Dorofeev, far circle. 27 seconds on the power play. Stone down low. Hurdle's pass gets deflected and out. Marner quickly gets it. Blues get two changes. Marner to Eichel in the near circle. Eichel down, puck deflected by Stone, and then cleared down the length of the ice by the St. Louis Blues. And that will do it for the power play. With 10:50 to go, we're back at full strength. 0 for 2 with two shots for Vegas. Scoreless in the game. Sent behind the net by Vegas. Taken at the blue line by the Blues. Off the near boards. Near circle. Drop pass. Shot towards the net. Carter Hart sitting on the ice. Blues keep it in at the blue line. Send it into the near corner. And cross ice pass by Vegas. And they'll skate it in. Barbashev right up the middle, backhander wide into the far corner. And at the red line, they pass it to the near board, sent in by Lausen. Behind the net is Fowler. Up the boards, and Vegas sends it out. That was sent out by Kolsar. Right towards the net, shot, and a goal by Vegas. Bad defense by the Blues. With 9:48, Vegas takes the 1-0 lead. somehow got around the defense for a wide open shot. Looks like it's Kolsar. That's his first goal of the year. I didn't know that. From Sissons and Sod. Now, the Blues had their opportunities. Carter Hart kicked the puck when he was trying to freeze it. Good pass off the far boards and just beat Hofer glove side high. Shen could not get back. And a great pass by Sissons from the far boards to find Kolsar wide open on the play. He had beaten, Shen to the puck, or gotten behind Shen and crashed towards the net. 9:35 to go, opening period. And we got a whistle, looks like for a high stick, or maybe the puck was knocked down with a high stick by Dvorsky. Looks like there's 9:32 to go and another under 10 media timeout. They said it's going to be indoors kind of, and also maybe, low scoring, I would think. Yeah, because let's see. I imagine it'll be Shesterkin versus Bobrovsky, two really good goalies. So, yeah, that could be a low-scoring game. Bobrovsky has 3 shutouts. Shesterkin has 1. Yeah, Kolsar. Yeah, that's surprised that's his first goal. He's played 38 games. That's not too many. He's a minus 10 on the season. He's only got 6 assists. Well, last year was his career high. 12 goals, 18 assists, 30 points. Those were all career highs last year. So I guess he's not known for his scoring. But more importantly, he was a +3 last year. His career high is +6. He's minus 10 this season. He's not averaging as many minutes as he did last year either. Yeah, it just hasn't been in the play, I guess. Yeah, great passing, though, to set that up. Eichel shattered a stick on that one shot. They just showed a slow-mo replay of it. Shot was so hard he shattered a Blues stick. All right, sent towards the net by the Blues. They got the equalizer. I thought Carter Hart had made the save. Next thing they know, the puck's in the back of the net. 1-1, 9:21. Blues get the equalizer. That was Toropchenko's second from Joseph and Sundqvist. We'll get to the goal visualizers. It was off a draw, knocked out of the zone by St. Louis. Pass taken at the red line to the blue line. Far circle shot. And, yeah, didn't see how it got in. I thought Carter Hart had made the save. It hit it. Oh, he gave up a rebound, and then the rebound was sent in off the post and maybe off a Hart's back. I was going to say, that should be 2 shots. So the Blues do lead 4-3. We're tied at 1. Yeah, he did make the initial save, and then he got the rebound immediately and poked it in off the post and beat Hart, I guess, under blocker side. May have gone in off his back. Frozen puck by Hart by the side of the net at 9 minutes. 4-3 shots on goal, Blues, and they just tied it. Yeah, Toropchenko, let's see.
The rebound is going to come right there. You see the hole kind of open it up right there. That's where he's going. He goes to shoot it there. He gets his own rebound. He had the hole stayed open the whole time.
I don't know. Maybe he went 5-hole. I thought it may have hit the post, but maybe I don't know. It was hard to see. No clear replay. All right, puck into the crowd again at 8:51. Oh, he had a good playoff. Yeah, I didn't see the playoff numbers. I can check that out next. I can go to Hockey Reference for that. Yeah, we'll get the visualizers, but Toropchenko ties it with his second. Joseph and Sundqvist on the assist. Just a big rebound given up by Carter Hart. Otherwise, again, I thought he had made the save. That's why I was so surprised that the puck all of a sudden went in the net. But it was a big rebound. All right. Long shot or pass behind the net. Vegas behind their own net. Centering pass to the far circle. Blocked into the far corner. Sent ahead by the Knights. They missed on the pass to Kolsar. It's sent in. Looks like icing on St. Louis at 8:26. All right. Waiting for them to set up the draw. We've got 7 votes, 71% going for the Knights, 29% for the Blues. Shot off the draw, saved by Hofer, and we'll get another draw. 4-4 shots on goal, 1-1 on the scoreboard. All right. It will be Thomas for the Blues, Howden for the Knights. And they kick Thomas out of the face-off circle. Face-off, one. Nope, but taken by the Blues. To the red line. Knights chase it into their own end. Hannafin sends it off the boards. Blues have it. Back to the blue line. Long shot wide of the target. Taken by the Blues into the near corner. Behind the Vegas net. Blue line shot blocked out of the zone by the Knights. Sent in off the near boards. Neutral zone. Knights end up taking it. Hannafin next to the net. Looking. Knights getting a forward line change. Hannafin sends a pass. Missed Dorofeyev. Blues send it to the red line. They get it to Thomas. Thomas in the slot. Loses it. Shot wide. Or deflected into the far boards. Battle for the puck. And sent to the blue line for St. Louis. Near circle pass. Gets through to the far circle. They whiffed on the shot. Vegas going the other way, 3-on-3 to the far circle. Sent behind the St. Louis net. Into the near boards. Dorofeyev sends it to the near corner. Blues send it up the near boards. Under 7 minutes remaining. And into the zone to the far corner. Sent by Carter Hart. Now the Knights send it between the face-off circles. They get a forward line change again. Pass taken over the red line to the near boards. Barbashev sends it to the slot. Puck deflected by a bunch of players, sticks. Sent around the net by St. Louis. And they have it at the blue line. Drop pass. Pass gets deflected by Hurdle. No, maybe Barbashev. Couldn't tell if it was 48 or 49. And now dumped in by Falk. Pass to the slot. Shot is blocked into the near boards. Cleared by Vegas. Dumped in by Falk again. Vegas makes a pass. That's taken by Lausen. He dumps it in. And trying to play it by the net, behind the net is Hofer to the far boards. Battle in the far corner for the puck. Shen finally gets it, skates it out at the red line. He dumps it in, takes a hit by White Cloud. Hannafin sends it to Oh, crap. Who was that again? Why do I keep forgetting 55? Kolsar. Up ahead. Played into the near corner. Saad is there. Back to the blue line. And now the Knights dump it in from the red line and get another line change. It was on net. We'll see if they count that as a shot. They do. 5-4 Knights, shots on goal. Marner pass to the far circle. That shot is sent wide. And that was off the stick of Howden. All right, red line. Blues player gets tripped. I think, yep, we got a Vegas penalty coming up, I believe, at 4:49. Let's see who it was on. But we also have the under 6 media timeout. Ben Hutton tripped Berggren. So he'll go to the penalty box. Blues head to the power play. Believe that's, yeah, I think that's St. Louis's first power play. Yeah, Vegas is 0 for 2. This is the first Blues power play. Oh, wait a minute. No, this should be the... What? Yeah, Hannafin... Oh, no, that was a penalty shot. That's right. This is their first power play. They had a penalty shot. Well, thanks, Michael. I appreciate that. Good to have you along. Thanks for the chat, too. I really appreciate it. Oh, should have gotten a snack before the game. We'll have to have one at the first intermission. All right, near circle draw. Played into the far boards. And finally brought in. And wait, no, that's a replay. Gosh darn it. They fooled me. Pardon me. I was wondering, like, the draw should be in Vegas's end, but they were showing a replay. I was trying to make sure I was still live, too. I got to check at the intermission. I'll have to get out and get back in. I think we'll stick with St. Louis. It's FanDuel. I don't remember Vegas's feed being that great. Okay, Bucknovich, Dvorsky, Thomas, Fowler, Snuggerud on the Blues power play. Well, good luck on your college term. Is that term paper? Good luck. All right. Vegas has to kill a penalty for the first time. Their other penalty was awarded a penalty shot, which the Blues did not score on. But we are tied at 1-1. Dvorsky in the near boards. Sends it back to the blue line for Fowler. Near circle Dvorsky. Pass behind the net or deflected. Kept in by Fowler. Thomas to Snuggerud. Bucknovich shot. Dvorsky. How did he miss? And cleared. It'll be picked up by Fowler in his own end. Drop pass to Bucknovich. Fowler with the puck. 4:10 to go, opening period. 1:17 on the power play for St. Louis. Snuggerud. Thomas. Snuggerud far circle. Looking, Thomas point blank shot, saved by Carter Hart. Fowler keeps it in at the blue line, near corner, and then clear down the length of the ice by the Knights. Hey, Trisk, what's up? Thanks for being here. 3:40 to go, first period. Shen over the blue line. Neighbors gets it to Falk. Kyrou down low. Berggren. Kyrou near circle. Berggren back to the blue line. Falk to Neighbors in the far boards. Kyrou in the far corner back. Nope, stolen by the Knights. And they'll make a pass to the red line. Off the boards. Eichel. And I think Vegas was offsides at 3:10. So 21 seconds to go. Like Brett Favre. What's up, Stanley Cup? Hello. Thanks, Trisk, for being here as well. Yeah, what was that? I want to see this one again. I don't know how the Blues didn't score. I guess it just missed the near post. Dvorsky had a wide open net and sent it high. And a great pass, I think. I forgot who it was. 3 minutes to go, opening period. Penalty almost killed here for Vegas. Berggren to Shen. Berggren in the near corner. Penalty expired. 5-on-5. Falk dumps it in. Hart behind his own net. Picked up by Hanifin. He makes a pass to the far boards. That is Barbashev. Behind the net. Sent out by Hofer, but the Knights have it. And Hurdle into the near circle. Hurdle around a couple defenders into the near corner. Back to Lausen, who dumps it in. Played by Hofer, but then sent to the near boards. Blues pass gets knocked. Hurdle has it. They send it and picked up by the Blues. Blues lose it in the near boards and skated in by Dorofeev. Shot. Big save by Hofer. And taken out. They took a shot away from St. Louis, by the way. Should be one added here for Vegas, I would think. No. Thought that was on target. All right, Blues Fowler couldn't get it at the bench area. Fowler now takes it behind his own net. Waiting for the breakout. And he skates it, passes it, deflected into the far corner, picked up by, who's 6? Oh, Korzak. Vegas again behind their own net to the far boards. Blues take it over at the red line. Under a minute to go in the opening period. And dumped in to the far corner. Picked up by the Knights. That's Megna. And Knights take it in front of their own net. Pass ahead. All right, it is 6-4 on the shots. I knew it. Blues in their own end. Pass to Thomas. And dumped in from the red line. Knights take it. It gets away from Howden. Pass to the slot. Near circle. Falls down. The Blues player kept in at the blue line. Pass stolen. 21 seconds to go. We got a whistle and another penalty.
That's the quickest whistle to announcement by a referee in penalty history. Well, it was a bit of a gravity issue there for both teams.
All right, trip on Mitch Marner with 21.1. Yep, he tripped 63 on the Blues. Good call. So the Blues head to the power play. Kyrou, Shen, Neighbors, Berggren, Falk on the power play unit as we wait for the face-off in the far circle. 5-on-4, one-man advantage for St. Louis. Back to the blue line. Falk. Kyrou sends it to Neighbors. Kyrou. Neighbors again. Kyrou far circle. Shot. I think that was blocked. Falk to Berggren. That shot is blocked. 5 seconds to go. Vegas. That's Saad into the near circle. Into the near boards. That's the end of the first period. 1-1 after 1. And we'll get the second period clock going. Shots are still 6-4 Vegas. We'll get the goal visualizers too. NHL is ice cold. Yeah, I didn't except in Florida. All right. Kolsar's first. Got the scoring started. Number 55. A good pass from Sod, and then great pass by Sissons. They beat Shen and then beat the goalie. Not good D by St. Louis. Then Toropchenko got the equalizer. Number 13 for St. Louis. He took it to the far circle, got his own rebound, then sent it 5-hole past Carter Hart. So 0 for 2 on the power play, Vegas. 0 for 1 St. Louis, but they still have a minute 38 on their power play. 7-5 hits St. Louis, 6-2 block shots Las Vegas, Vegas. 6-6 giveaways, 2-2 takeaways. Again, Knights won game 1 in St. Louis, November 15th. The third and final game will be in Las Vegas, but on January 10th. All right, we will have Wild Ducks for you at 9:35 Central for the live stream. Before that, we'll have Marist versus St. Peter's men's college basketball. That will be at 6 o'clock Central. And lighter schedule on the weekend, but we will have hockey. Can probably take a look at the standings as well. And in the poll, we got 7 votes for the Golden Knights, 3 votes for the Blues. If you could do me a favor, first of all, I hope everybody is enjoying the live stream. So if so, please hit that like button on the video. Consider hitting subscribe on the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me with growing the channel. And I thank you all for your support. All right. So again, Marist St. Peter's at 6, men's college basketball. Wild at Ducks, 9:35 live stream start. Wild at Kings, 8:05 Central, Saturday night. Sunday afternoon, normally I would do the Packers, but that game is meaningless. So we'll do Canadians at Stars, 1:05 Central, and Hurricanes Devils at 6:05. I'll try to see if there's any college basketball for that day too. Then Monday, double headers return, 6 and 9:30 on Monday, 6 and 9 Tuesday. So plenty of hockey. Keep an eye on the college basketball schedule as well. All right, can probably take a look at the NHL standings for a little bit here too. All right, I'll just take down the schedule for now. We got when the second period resumes. All right, Red Wings 52 points, Lightning 51, Canadians 50. That's the Atlantic Division in the Eastern Conference. 5-4-3 for the Blues when tied after 1. 7-0-5 for the Knights when they're tied after 1. All right, in the Metropolitan, Hurricanes 51, Islanders 48, Flyers 47. In the wild cards, Capitals 47, Sabres 46 after winning 10 straight. And then right there, the Panthers with 45 points, same number of games played as Buffalo. So we're getting in on halfway. Teams are to 40 and 41 games now, or 39. Yeah, it's an 82-game season this season. It will be 84 next season. Oh, Penguins have 45 points as well. And Columbus is at 40. Only tons of teams ahead of them, but technically only 6 points behind the Sabres. In the West, incredible season thus far for the Avalanche. 67 points, their record through 39 games, 30 wins, 2 losses in regulation, and 7 overtime or shootout losses. Just incredible. Let's see. The second most wins, I think, is 25. It's got to be by Dallas. Yeah, East teams, some of them at 24. 67 points, Avalanche. 57 Stars. 55 Wild. That's the Central Division. In the Pacific, Oilers 46, Knights 45, Ducks 45. Both the Knights and Ducks play today. And in the wild card, Sharks 43, Kraken with their win take the lead from the Kings, 41 points apiece. They've played one less game than the Kings. So, yeah, a couple teams have played 38. Knights are going to be at 39 after today. Kraken still at 38. Everybody else, 39, 40, or 41. So the Kings are at 41 points and the Mammoth 41. Jets are at 34. Technically, they got all the teams in front of them, and then they're only 7 behind the Kraken. So still wide open. Gotta figure it's going to be a struggle for the Jets and the Canucks, though. Canucks have traded away players. Blackhawks are at 37. Blues are there at 38. If they could get this win over the Knights, that'd be huge for them. All right, I think we'll just leave the schedule up for today and what's coming up. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and be back. Thanks for supporting the channel. Really do appreciate it. Yes, we got 8 likes. Thank you so much. All right, let me cue up some music and then I'll take a break and be back. All right, thanks everybody. All right, we are back. Let us kill the music. Yeah, we're not going to get the whole song anyways. Hope you're having a great Friday and enjoying some hockey. All right, let's get this down, and we will have college basketball tonight and hopefully some more and shortly. Probably not Saturday, but maybe Sunday. And we'll look into it Monday. I'm not sure how many day games they have anymore. But we're into conference play, so for most of the college basketball conferences. Oh, yeah, I should get out and get back in, make sure we're live. Again, the Blues will be back on the power play when we start the second period. They'll have 1:38 remaining with the 5-on-4 man advantage. Sorry, trying to fix the mic cord and got the mic stand by mistake. All right, should be coming up shortly here with the start of the period. Watching the St. Louis Blues FanDuel Sportsnet or whatever feed. Again, Marner is in the penalty box for a trip of Jake Neighbors. This is the second power play for the Blues. They were awarded a penalty shot. Neither team with the power play goal yet. And the penalty shot was no good. That was the first shot on net, actually, for St. Louis. All right, let's take down the timer. Probably should fix it, too, for the second intermission. All right, all set. Blues in blue going right to left. Knights in white going left to right. St. Louis makes a pass, played to the far near corner by the goalie, Carter Hart. Kept in at the blue line by Fowler to the far circle, back to Fowler. Blues are 0 for 1 with one shot so far on their power play unit. Behind the Vegas net, Hannafin to the far corner. He gets it to Stone. Stone passes to Eichel. Eichel takes it into the O-zone. Near circle shot. Nice save. And the puck is at, well, now it's back into the far corner, played by Fowler. And a good save by Hofer. 19:10 to go, second period, middle period. 45 seconds on the St. Louis power play. Played behind the net to the far corner. Blue line keeper, near side. Pass down low, behind the net. Worked around to the point to Falk. To the far circle. 22 seconds on the power play. As the Knights clear it, Falk has to retreat to pick it up. He passes to the far boards, deflected towards the net, but it's behind the net. 8 seconds on the power play, sent out by the Knights. That should just about do it as Falk picks up the puck. And now we are back to 5-on-5. Into the near boards, sent up, played by Joseph, and into the near corner. Behind the net, Hannafin takes a hit. Vegas sends it up the near boards. Pass to Saad, gets away. St. Louis sends it in, taken by Vegas, sent up the near boards. And a pass to number 10 for Vegas, who is Sissons. Puck is sent back to White Cloud. He sends it behind the net to Sod. Sod battling for the puck. Taken by the Blues. Pass over the blue line and dumped off the near boards. But Vegas, well, they can't get it out. Blues send it in behind the Vegas net. Hart plays it to White Cloud. White Cloud to the far circle. And dumped in by Vegas to the far circle. A shot saved by, I apologize, Hofer, and he held on at 17-10. Eight 4 on the shots, Las Vegas. St. Louis without a shot here so far in the third period, even though they were on the power play for a minute 38. All right. Eichel to take the draw against Thomas. Eichel wins it for Vegas. Nope, taken by the Blues, pardon me. Over the red line into the O-zone. Oh, pocket picked by Bowman beautifully. Pass to Eichel, near circle, shot. Save Hofer, maybe it was wide. And clear, it goes down the length of the ice. Hart behind his own net. Picked up behind the net by Hutton. Pass taken into the near circle. Sent ahead. Knocked away by the Blues at the red line. And Eichel couldn't get it. Blue line keeper by Broberg to the far corner. Pass to Bowman. Bowman looking. He sends it up the far boards. They avoid the icing. Barbashev in the near corner. Stolen by the Blues. Taken up by Broberg. Sent out by the Knights. Picked up by Hurdle into the near circle. Pass to the far circle. That shot is saved. Big rebound. Out of the net was Hofer. Okay, no penalty. I thought we might have a trip coming up. Shot from the blue line blocked. And sent again by Korzak. Now far boards. That pass or shot was sent into the near boards. Blue line keeper. That was Smith. Long shot. Hofer finally freezes it. They finally blow the whistle at 15:32 in the second period. 11-4 shots on goal. A couple great scoring opportunities there for the Golden Knights. Hofer came way out of the net. The pass came right to Smith in the slot, and he whiffed. Would have had a wide open empty net goal because Hofer came out to play the winger who made the pass to Smith. And Smith just whiffed. Don't know if the Blues defense would have been able to knock it down. They kick Houghton out of the draw. Marner does not win the draw. The Blues have it in the far corner behind the net. Picked up by Fowler. He sends a pass to the near boards. Taken in the near corner. Knights lose the puck. Blues in the near corner, trying to dig it out. White Cloud is there. Marner's there. Blues send it into the far corner. Picked up by Hannafin. Sent behind the net to White Cloud. White Cloud passes up the near boards. Blues have it in their own end. They send it to Fowler. Fowler to the red line. Taken in behind the net. Far corner. Blue line keeper. Shot deflected wide. Maybe a save by Hart. Behind the net, Hannafin. Howden couldn't dig it out. Blues keep it in at the blue line. Long shot by Tucker. Centering pass, far circle shot, and a goal by the Blues. from the far circle. They beat Hart and take the 2-1 lead. They only have 6 shots on goal. 2 of them found the back of the net. Goal by Falk, assists Buknovich and Tucker. Tucker got a shot on goal. Yeah, sent it just off the dot, and it looks like it went under his glove side, not over. Just yeah, looked like Hart got beat to the glove side, but like under his arm. So 2-1 Blues. And we have 14:15 to go in the middle period. All right. Puck taken into the O-zone by the Knights, into the near corner. Saad behind the net. Centering pass gets away into the far boards, far corner. Trying to dig it out. Pass gets through, right through the crease. Near board battle. That is Hutton. Kept in at the blue line for Vegas. Sent into the far corner. Finally, the pass is free. Toropchenko into sends it to let's see. Centering pass right outside the crease. It's tucked in. Who put that in? Blues up 3-1. Thought it might have been an own goal by Vegas, but it's 3-1 Blues. Well, okay, they have to get a shot. Maybe not if it's an own goal. Goal credit to Sundqvist. Sundqvist second from Toropchenko and Joseph. That was a terrible camera angle. Couldn't tell anything. Oh yeah, Sundqvist poked it away. Knights had a chance to clear it. He stole it right off the stick of let's see. Megna, number 88, the defenseman. 13:05 to go in the middle period. All right, into the near boards. 3-1 Blues on 7 shots. Not a good night for Carter Hart. And I think the last couple games I've had now, Carter Hart has been pretty brutal. I mean, that one, his defenseman didn't help at all. All right, far circle. Puck gets loose into the far corner. Stolen by Bowman for the Knights. Bowman to the blue line, right in front of the benches. He's taken down. No call. He's injured. Blues dump it in. Far circle shot. Deflected into the near boards. Okay, I think Bowman must have gotten off the ice. Knights have 5. And that shot was wide of the target by the Blues. Sent in behind the net. Hart sends it around. Knights clear it. Blues pick it up. Far circle. Fowler to the near boards. Stolen by the Knights. Pass deflected away. Pass to the neutral ice. Off the near boards. Hurdle couldn't get it. Taken by the Blues. That's Snuggerud. Sends it to the near corner. Snuggerud couldn't get it. Smith dumped in by Dorofeev. Kept in at the blue line. Knights take it behind the net. Smith to the blue line. Long shot by White Cloud. Deflected into the netting. Whistle at 11:13. Should be the under 14 media timeout. Hello, Oliver. Vegas choking. How does it feel, Vegas? Still a good team. It might be struggling, but the West is wide open. They're in a playoff position. St. Louis is not. Yep, Vegas is second in the Pacific with 45 points. Ducks right there in third with 45, but they played 2 more games. St. Louis with 38 points. Yeah, 41 points would only get you ninth in the West or the East, and it gets you the second wild card currently in the West, which is crazy. Hey, John. Hello. Go Blues. Hello. I'm just rooting for a good game. I don't really mind whoever wins. I guess I want the Blues because if the Golden Knights lose, that would help the Kings get back into the Pacific race. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, they are. Slow start, and it was like they had 4 shots on goal through one period, and they've scored 2 goals on 3 shots in the second. Unbelievable. Go Blues. Maybe the Rams can finally win now. Bye-bye Vegas. The Raiders? Well, yeah, the Raiders stink. Because I don't have any Blues stuff. No, that's all right, Caden. I don't have any Blues stuff. I don't have any Vegas stuff. The only Vegas thing I have is the hat. I don't have any Blues stuff, so I had to wear something. Instead of the regular Flames, I can put on the... here, we'll go with the NHL hat because of the Bruins hat. We can do that. I think that hat's a little bigger anyways, so... I just like the Hawks logo, too. All right. Play resumes. Vegas has it. Shot blocked into the near boards. Kept in. Blues send it to the far circle. Now a long pass. Kept in. Howden right up the middle. Pass right outside the crease and tucked in. It's 3-2. Game back on with 10:50 to go in the second period. The Knights get back within 1. And just like that. All right, shots are now 13-8. Got a goal by Stone, assist by Howden. Yeah, Howden took the puck. It was a bad clearing attempt by the Blues. Terrible. And Howden went up the middle, and then off the rebound, Smith tucked it in. I didn't see. Oh, it was deflected by Falk, and Stone tucked it in. It was not off the rebound. So 3-2. All right, play resumes. 10:42 to go. Blues over the blue line. Thomas with the puck in the near circle. Back to the blue line. Long shot. Hart saves it and holds on. 10:29. Oh, you just played hockey. Slow and lethargic. Yeah, I saw the U.S.'s was announced. Oh, yeah, and I think like Sweden. Right. Yeah, somebody from, I think the Oilers didn't get in for Sweden. Was a little bit surprising. Blue line keeper, blocked shot. Vegas going the other way. Into the far corner, centering pass. They couldn't get it to Saad. Blues send it up. And taken behind the net by Vegas. Up the far boards. Pass gets away. Vegas sends it slowly into the far corner. Kolsar trying to dig it out. Brendan Saad makes a pass. That is Korzak. Sends it around. Far corner. Kolsar couldn't get there. Blues get it out. And Knights take it over in their own end. Korzak passed it to Hutton. Hutton pass picked off by Fowler. Far boards, far circle. Shot. Big save by Hart. Into the near boards. And going the other way, but the Blues have it. Up to the red line. Blues make a pass off the near boards, near circle, taken behind the Vegas net, actually dumped back into the near corner. Passed. Oh, nice save there. It was a good scoring opportunity for Neighbors. Blue line shot. And it looks like Hart gloved it and held on. Maybe off the stick of Broberg. At 9:01, we got the under 10 media timeout. Shots 13-11 as the Blues start to get more pucks on net. Right, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Ekholm from the Oilers didn't make Team Sweden, which I think that was a bit of a shock. Yeah, really no rooting interest today at all. Well, I mean, I'm not going to watch, but hopefully the Rangers beat the Panthers. Kraken Canucks, it doesn't really matter. Canucks are struggling. Wild Ducks, I don't know who to root for there either. I guess we need help in the Pacific, so I guess rooting for the Wild. My skating seems so bad today during a hockey game. Oh, sorry. Hope you have a better game next game, Caden. Yeah, hello to Caden. Hello, Oliver. Hello, John. Hello, Trisk. Yeah, Trisk goes, and Michael. Michael is here chatting early. All right, here's what's coming up. We will have Maris. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Maris St. Peter's, 6 o'clock Central. Men's college basketball. Then we'll have Wild at Ducks. I normally try not to do 9:30 Central games, but there were no earlier games that I could do. Tomorrow night, Wild at Kings, 8 o'clock. That'll probably be it. We'll try to maybe add some basketball Sunday. Packer game Sunday is meaningless. That's why I'm not doing that one. And then 6 and 9:30 doubleheader Monday, 6 and 9 Tuesday. Still showing that Smith miss earlier in the first period. Or, did they miss a high stick? I don't know. All right, face off in the near corner, or near boards, or near circle, make that. Oh, man. Sent into the far corner by the Blues, taken in the near corner. Back to the blue line. Broberg passes. Sent around by Parayko. Picked off by Bowman. He sends it off and into the bench area. At 8:39, whistle. Oh, Canucks? Oh. Yeah, sorry. Canucks are playing the Kraken. I would do a Canadian game, but man, the Kraken are not an exciting team to watch. I did a Kraken game last night. I hear you. I thought Wild Ducks would be better, but probably the Wild will blow them out, honestly. The way they've been playing. Ducks have been struggling, I think, lately. Yeah, I don't know. The Kraken are very boring. They're just not an exciting team. Sent up the near boards. Taken by Stone, pass to Marner, up the middle, near circle, Marner. Looking, his pass is deflected behind the net to the far corner. Taken by, let's see, into the near boards. Long shot, Marner, big rebound up the middle. Taken out, over the red line, pass to the near boards, dumped in. Behind the net, Blues, pass to the blue line, kept in by Falk. Behind the net for Toropchenko. Into the near corner. Vegas. Marner dug it out. Blues keep it in at the blue line. Now it's poked away. Picked up by Stone. Shot. Big save by Hofer behind the net. Knights pass to White Cloud. Pass gets loose, knocked loose by the Blues into the near circle and sent to the red line. Saad loses it. Blues. Oh, Saad picks the pocket, gets the puck right back over the red line. Saad up the middle towards the net. Frozen puck by Hofer at 7:20. 17. Oh, wow. 17-11. I got to update the shots. My mistake. Ducks play. Yeah, I know. The Ducks are struggling right now. Yeah, I'm worried this could be a blowout. But we'll see. Yeah, normally I would try to do a Canada team, but the Kraken kind of put me to sleep. Sorry. Dumped in. Yeah, it's more of a statement about the Kraken than it is the Canucks. Pardon me. Pardon all the Kraken fans. Sorry. Into the near corner. 7 minutes remaining in the middle period. Knights send it back in. Blues send it behind their own net. Now it's taken to the near corner. Another pass knocked down. Dorofeev keeps it in. Dorofeev back to the blue line. Hannafin shot. Saved by Hofer. He hangs on at 6:38. Shots are now 18-11 Vegas, but they still trail 3-2. 3 goals on 11 shots for the Blues. One of them a penalty shot that they did not score on that was saved by Carter Hart. Far face-off circle. They already kicked Eichel out of the draw. Jeez Louise, what did he do wrong? Barbashev steps in to face off against Thomas. Thomas wins it. Blues send it up the near boards and out. Deflected into the near boards by Lausen behind the net to the far corner. Lausen's pass gets away. Blues take it into the O-zone, dump it into the near corner. Hit by Bergeron in the near corner. Puck gets sent around the boards, kept in by Parayko. And now Vegas makes a pass to Bowman over the red line. Oh my gosh, that was offsides. Okay, they did call it. I was like, if they miss this one, holy cow, get your eyes checked, because Bowman slowly brought it in and the Knights were already offsides. Yeah, the Ducks defense is not very good. They have Trouba and Lacombe is okay, I think. Isn't that? Trying to think of the other guy. I'm blanking on somebody. But beyond that, it's just trash. They have 3 maybe good defensemen. That's it. To the far circle, Howden into the far corner after the faceoff win for the Knights. They still in the far corner now, taken into the far circle. Howden thought it might have been tripped, but no call. White Cloud shot saved or wide of the net, and the net nearly got dislodged, but we have a save by Hofer and a whistle at 5:35. Shot still 18-11. Marner sent one in, and yeah, glove save. It wasn't on target, though, because it was parallel to the red line. So the other shot must not have been on target. So we hit the under 6 media timeout. Still 3-2. We had 2 goals. Did we do the goal visualizers? I don't remember. So here's Falks, number 72, to give the Blues the 2-1 lead to the far circle and beat, I think it was under the glove of Carter Hart. Then Sundqvist briefly gave them the 3-1 lead. Sundqvist, number 70, in the near boards, passed, and then he stole it off the stick and tucked it in. Bad play by 88, Jacob Megna. And then Mark Stone made it 3-2. Assist to Howden. Bad clearing attempt by Falk. Stolen by Howden. Shot and deflected by Falk again, and then Stone tucked it in. Not much Hofer could do. So that's where we stand. 3-2 St. Louis. We're more than halfway through the game. On the vote, 23 votes, 74% for the Knights, 26% for the Blues. Skating fast and attacking. Yeah, the forwards, sure. Like Seneca's super fast, I think. That's who I'm thinking of. Number 45 for the Ducks. I'm blanking on their other forwards, but I know Seneca's got wheels. Oh, boy. Yeah, this was a really terrible play by Falk that got the second goal for Vegas to make it 3-2. All right, face off, near circle, behind the net, Fowler, up the far boards. Knights take it in, Stone, near corner, around the net. Gets it to Marner. Blue line, Hannafin. Down behind the net to Fowler. No, sorry, Stone. Fowler is there. So is Falk. And finally tipped out by the Blues. Picked up by Hannafin. Under 5 to go in the middle period. And Saad takes it behind the St. Louis net into the far corner. St. Louis brings it out to the blue line, over the red line, and a dump in to the far corner. Behind the net. Knights trying to get it out up the near boards, kept in, sent to the far corner by the Blues, picked up and sent out by Lausen, and the Blues take it behind their own net. Under 4:20 now to go. Pass to the far boards by the benches, backhander dumped in for St. Louis. All right, skated out again by the Knights. That is Sissons. And I think it might have been icing there on the Knights at 4:02. Ugh. There we go. I think. Better? I don't know. Zone exit success rate. Bruins, then Golden Knights. Okay, never heard that one. All right, far circle draw in the Knights' end after the icing. They take it behind their own net. Pass not out. Blues send it in again. Near corner battle. 3:50 to go. And pass at the point. Now down to the far circle. Deflected in the crease. And sent out by the Knights. Picked up by St. Louis and sent to the far circle. Return pass goes to the near boards, though. Thomas tried to keep it in. It's sent into the near corner. Blues center it. Puck deflected out of the zone. Chase is on. Smith couldn't get there. It's behind the net. Smith and Fowler. Knights regain the puck. Taken by Tomas Hertl. He is back near the blue line. Gets a pass. Up the middle, near circle. Taken behind the net by Dorofeev. He's done a complete circle. And the Blues send it up the far boards, but not out. 2:45 to go, middle period. Pass sent out by St. Louis. And it was icing at 2:39. Still 18-11 shots. Nope, they took one away from Vegas. It's 17-11 shots Vegas. 3-2 on the scoreboard, though, in favor of the Blues. Thomas, Toropchenko, Kyrou, Broberg, and Fowler on the ice for the Blues, and 3 of the 5 have been out there over a minute. Thomas versus Eichel. Face-off, won by Eichel. Taken up the middle. Shot saved by Hofer off the stick of Hutton. And now taken behind the net by Hannafin as the Blues had dumped it in. Near boards for Bowman. His pass gets through. Hannafin shot. Glove save Hofer with 2:14 to go. Middle period. I would think it'd be 19-11 on the shots. They just had that other one. So it should be adding another one, I think. Two tickets for $67 for the Blues coming up in January. I forgot what day it took it down so quick. Sundqvist out there for the Blues. Face off. Vegas. Stone passes to the far to Dorofeev, who dumps it in behind the net. Stone with it in the near boards. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Sent out by St. Louis into the O-zone. Near circle behind the net. Puck gets loose. Sent behind the net. Taken by the Knights, but not out. Hannafin sends it behind the net. Played by Hutton. Blues dump it in again. In the far circle, Shen lost it. Pass to the red line. Okay, come on. The Knights were offsides. If there's a goal, it's going to get waived. Marner was slow to bring it in. Blues just iced it again. Oh, they waved it. Hart played it behind the net. I'm shocked that wasn't icing. How was there not 19 shots, too, for Vegas? Saad makes a pass off the far boards. 1:06 to go. Middle period. Hofer behind his own net, harassed by number 10. That'd be Sissons. Blues make a pass to the red line. Stolen by Vegas into the near circle. Towards the net, Saad. He lost the handle. It's behind the net into the near corner. White Cloud sends it around. Blues can't get it out. Saad sends one. It's blocked. Picked up by Sissons. And played into the far corner. Kolsar is there. Blues finally get it. They'll skate it to the blue line and dump it in from the red line and head for a line change. And, well, my clock is a touch fast here. 16 seconds to go. 12 seconds to go. And in the second period. Sent in by Vegas. Blues send it up the near boards. Centering pass deflected into the netting with half a second to go. Forgot to pause it. Sorry. If the period horn went off, end of the period horn went off a few times, so I apologize. All right, still 18-11 shots on goal, Vegas. I really thought they would get at least one more. We have half a second to go because the puck went into the crowd. I don't know what's going on, why the people are all looking around. Did nobody find the puck? Somebody lose something? Can we just get back to the play and get this stupid draw over with? Considering you're not going to be able to do anything with it. Face off, and that is now finally the end of the second period. We got the clock rolling. It's 3-2 Blues after the second period. It was 1-1 after one. Now it's 3-2 Blues. All right, thanks for watching along with me. If you could do a favor, if you're enjoying this live stream, please be sure to hit the like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and this will also help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. We have 26 votes in the poll, 73% for the Knights, 27% for the Blues. 18-11 shots on goal. No penalties in the second period after we had a penalty shot and 2 penalties each in the second period. Okay, 18-11 Vegas on the shots, 17-17 face-offs. Again, both teams 0 for 2 on the power play, and St. Louis failed to score on a penalty shot. 13-13 hits, 8-8 block shots, 9-8 giveaways St. Louis, 6-5 takeaways St. Louis. Vegas won game 1, 4-1 in St. Louis. That was on November 15th. The third and final game of the 3-game series is in Las Vegas on January 10th. Let's see, 10 Eastern. Yeah, so I might, well, we'll see what the schedule looks like that day. All right, again, Rangers, Panthers. If you have TNT, True TV, or HBO Max, you can enjoy that outdoor game. We'll keep an eye on Kraken Canucks, but we'll bring you Wild Ducks at 9:30. Also, we will have Marist at St. Peter's men's basketball, 6 o'clock. Then tomorrow, Wild at Kings. Sunday, as of now, Canadian Stars at 1:05 Central. And Hurricanes Devils 6:05 Central. Excuse me. Monday 6:05 and 9:35 doubleheader. Tuesday 6:05 and 9:05 doubleheader. And again, we'll try to look at the schedule and get in some more college basketball as well. Yeah, speaking of which, let's check in on what else is going on today. Oh, well, there is college football, apparently. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl. No score, just underway. Navy and Cincinnati, 7-5. I've never understood the bowl system. Always hated that. When Nebraska and Michigan split the championship, that really was annoying to me. All right, Rice getting crushed. Rice is 5-7. Did they lower bowl eligibility from 6 wins to 5 wins, for crying out loud? There's so many bowls now. Texas State 41, Rice 10. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, no score. Navy, Cincinnati. Navy has the ball early in the first quarter. Number 17, Arizona at SMU, the Holiday Bowl. That is at 7 Central. Wake Forest, Mississippi State, Duke's Mayo Bowl. That is also at 7. Fox and ESPN for those games. Alrighty then. To quote Jim Carrey. Or Ace Ventura, probably more specifically. All right, coming up tonight. Well, it's on Peacock, so I won't be doing it. USC, number 24, at Michigan, number 2, in men's basketball. ACC networks, I don't have that either. Louisville at Stanford, Louisville 16. Iowa State, number 3, 8 o'clock, hosting West Virginia on ESPN2. See, I would get this one. Seattle U at number 7, Gonzaga. but we're going to do hockey instead. Number 9, Michigan State at number 13, Nebraska and Peacock. That should be a good one. All right, let's take a look at women's as well. Belmont up over Bradley, 72-54. 2:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Campbell up 30-26. I'm sorry, Towson up on Campbell, 30-26. 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Halftime, Long Island up 32-26 on Central Connecticut. Central Connecticut is winless. Looks like the NEC opener for both teams. All right, any ranked games today for women? I'm guessing probably not, or they would have put only those games up. Scrolling through, looking. Yeah, not seeing any. Maybe tomorrow. And one final to pass along. Samford 70, Fisk 54. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I will cue up some music. I do appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying this live stream. And let me get some music. Oh, hey, thank you. We got some subs today. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for supporting my channel here on YouTube. All right, we'll get the shorter songs, get some more involved. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we are back. Alright, let me get the music. Looks like the song's about to end anyways. Alright, here we go. There. Okay. Let's take a look, see if I can find another college basketball game to do coming up. We got a little time. Let me let's take down the schedule for now though. All right, enough of the Liberty Bowl. Let's go to men's college basketball. Schedule. Saturday. Okay, come on. Saturday. Yeah, there's some ESPN stuff. Yeah, there's actually some decent. Yeah, I'm gonna rest my voice though Saturday. Been doing a lot of games this week, so let's see. Anything at night, I was thinking, but I'm doing an 8 o'clock Kings game. That's gonna make it difficult. Suppose I could look for a 5 o'clock. Not too many. Oh, great. So I'm having internet issues again. I guess I will drop my frame rate. Must be using up too much bandwidth somewhere. Between the ESPN app, my son playing Xbox, and wife streaming, maybe. I don't know. Next year, we will have faster internet. So, not next year. Within a month or two, we should have faster internet. This should be a thing of the past, hopefully. So, if the video froze, I do apologize. Audio should still be coming through, no problem, though. What? It says something about buffering, but yeah, I can't do that bit of a. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to close. All right, well, let me drop down again. 33. Let's try 3,000 kilobits, maybe. Yes, Oliver. Oregon Ducks over Texas Tech. You've told me a bunch of times already. Thank you. Again, not a college football fan. Sorry. Enjoy college football, but it's just not for me. All right, let's get back. Let's get out and get back in real quick. We'll have to, I'm going to close this. We'll have to look at college basketball games to do later. So I'm having, there, finally, the stream looks better. Or the error message from YouTube live control panel went away. We're down to 3,000 kilobits per second. Again, hopefully within a month or two, we'll have faster internet. Hopefully within a month, let's say. Maybe a month and a half tops. You don't have to delete it, Oliver. I was just not going to highlight it because I know they won. All right, we are finally set for the third period. It's going to be Sissons versus, I think, Dvorsky on the face-off. Knights in white, they're going right to left. Blues in blue going left to right. Pass right up the middle. That was a dangerous pass by Hofer. Blues take it out. 19:40 to go. Nope, 19:41. We got a whistle. And they must have added a shot. I don't know what Hofer was doing. Sissons nearly stole that puck and would have been a wide open net. That was a dangerous pass by Hofer. I thought live it looked dangerous. It was even more dangerous on the slow-mo replay. All right, sent up the far boards and taken pass to Hannafin. He dumps it in for Las Vegas. Under 19 and a half to go in the third period. And the Blues had sent it forward. The Knights have it in their own end. Another pass to Hannafin and another dump in at the red line. Hofer was out of the net. It took a funny bounce off the boards, but the Blues defense recovered and it sent around into the near boards. Sent down. Thomas behind the Vegas net. And pass gets away from Dorofeev, and the Blues send it right back in. That is White Cloud. Sends it behind the boards to the far corner. Pass ahead. Deflected by the benches. Both teams finishing a line change. Hart plays it into the near corner. Blues in the near corner. Pass gets away. Far circle. Shot save by Hart. He hangs on with 18:26 to play. Block shots 8-8, it says still. 19-13 shots on goal. Wait, did they take one away? No. 19-13 shots on goal. Vegas Blues still lead 3-2. Blues win the faceoff from the far circle, kept at the blue line. That shot was blocked, sent out. Vegas, how was that not offsides? Again, these linesmen are... I don't get it. All right, sent out by the Blues. They have it at the red line. Pass to the near side, near circle. And, well, who's got the puck, guys? And sent out. All right. Behind the net. Still waiting. That is Korzak. He skates it out. Pass to Howden, who dumps it in. Into the far corner. Behind the net. Blues trying to get it out. That is Sundqvist. And taken by Falk. He sends it behind the net into the far corner. Sundqvist, well, his pass gets deflected. Knights couldn't get it out. Now they get it to Howden. His pass taken over the red line. Smith passed to Stone. Got away to... Oh, Howden got dragged down. No call. What was that? That should have been a penalty on the Blues. All right, Hutton in his own end. Getting a line change. Sod nearly lost it. Knights defense recovered. Pass by the Knights bench. Back to their near circle. Under 16:40 to go. Hofer behind the net. Up the near boards. Kept in. They send it to Fowler in the far corner. He sends it up the ice. Right in front of the Knights bench. They pass it off the penalty box boards. Deflected away. Taken by Sissons into the far boards. Now the Blues skate it out again to the red line. 3-on-3. But they peel back for a line change. Knights finish a change as well. They send it up. Taken at the red line and dumped in by the Blues off the stick of Parayko. Into the far corner. And up ahead to the far circle. Puck is loose, picked up by the Blues. Neighbors going the other way into the O-zone. Pass deflected, sent behind the Vegas net. St. Louis passes to the far corner. Past Neighbors, kept in at the blue line by Broberg. And pass to the near circle. Taken behind the net by Parayko. And it looks like Thomas, or maybe it was Shen, lost the puck. Knights finishing a change. They get it to Hurdle. Hurdle at the blue line. Right up the middle, now to the far circle. Sent into the far corner. Hurdle passes to the blue line. Nobody there to keep it in. And it looks like it's picked up by Hutton and sent in. Falk sends it around the boards. And into the O-zone, that is Shen. Behind the net, Vegas. Vegas makes a pass over the red line. That's Eichel. He loses the puck. But that was Barbashev who picked it up. Blues just get it out of their own defensive end. It's sent back in. Falk has to pass it to the other side, assuming it's Fowler who sent it up. And taken by Toropchenko. Sent behind the Vegas net. Big hit on Lundqvist. And now Vegas gets it up the far boards. Haven't had a shot on goal in quite some time. Tucker takes it behind the St. Louis net. Sends it up the near boards to the red line. Stone steals it. Knights going the other way. That's Howden. He lost the puck. St. Louis dumps it in. And far boards, it is Vegas with the puck. Pass off the near boards. Dumped in, I think, by Stone. Picked up by Tucker for the Blues. Misconnect on a pass. Neutral zone. Smith got it. Nope. Deflected away by the Blues, sent back in, picked up by Hannafin behind the Vegas net, up the far boards, carried out of the zone, far circle, drop pass to the blue line, somehow kept in, shot, and a nice save by Hofer. He hangs on at 13:08. We get the under 14 media timeout. I would assume that's going to be the 20th shot on goal for Vegas, but as of now, not indicated on NHL.com. All right, let me see. I'm curious about Sunday. Obviously, I don't know. Again, the Packer game is meaningless. Otherwise, I would do the Packer game. Let's check men's basketball. Sunday, then. Well, wait. Saturday, was there anything late? Probably not that I get. Yeah, nothing past 9. Not much at 5:30 or 5 either. How did the Vegas Knights... What? Hold on. Not Monday. I want Sunday. Sunday about 4, maybe? No, I can't. That's right. That's not enough time in between games. Yeah, probably nothing. That might be it then, Sunday. All right. I'll look another time. How did they score? Kolsar's first of the year. And Stone's 11th. 3 goals in between for St. Louis. They should be, but St. Louis is at home. They've played some... That was some pretty bad... we've had some turnovers. I want to say by both teams. I'm already blanking, but 13:08 to go in the third. Still anybody's game here. Plenty. Oh, they finally added that shot. I was wondering what took them so long. All right, Blues send it behind the Vegas net, up the near boards, kept in at the blue line. They're tossing something in the stands. It's very distracting. Far circle, Blues with the puck. That was Broberg. Shot is wide. They did get one shot. I must have looked away. Into the near corner, still battling. St. Louis takes it to the far corner. Puck is loose and sent up. And must have gone into the netting. Oh, I totally forgot to start the clock. I apologize. 12:24, my mistake. Pardon me. 67. Yeah, we will be doing Marist versus St. Peter's men's basketball. And then tonight, Wild at Ducks at 9:35 Central. Live stream starts. All right. Under 12:20 to go. All right. Vegas in their near circle. Sends it up the near boards. Taken by the Blues at the red line. Taken over by... Great. 60. All right. 67. I got it. Pass to the near circle. Deflected away. Bowman to Dorofeev right outside the crease. Where's the puck? Not in the net. Cleared by the Blues. This should be icing on St. Louis with 11:31. Great opportunity for the Golden Knights, and they did not cash it in. It's all right. It's fine. Oh, do we have a penalty?
Behind them. You hear the horn. That's from Toronto. So whenever
Oh, the puck's in the net.
look at that puck right there.
We're tied.
Tyler Tucker, he's going to try to sit.
How did they not call this live? It was way over the line. So it's 3-3. They're reviewing. This should have been ruled a goal. The ref somehow blew it. I don't know how they didn't see that. It's going to be Dorofeev's 16th. Dorofeev's 16th. Bowman on the assist, his 9th. So we're tied at 3-3. What an odd play. Looks like the fathers of the team made the trip. I know the Blackhawks did that last year. Hey, Dan C. Hello. Yeah, we'll rest tomorrow. Just going to do one hockey game. That's my rest. One hockey game at night. I think we're only doing 2 Sunday as well, so should rest my voice up a little bit there. All right, well, Vegas scored it or tied it up. You know, delayed reaction. It was really going to be an icing, and then they quickly reviewed, and hello, the puck was way over the line. Even though it was swept out of there by Tucker, I think. All right, blue line keeper by the Blues. And somehow my clock is way ahead. 11:21, there we go. Knights are good, yes. All right, at the blue line, dumped in. Let's see, Knights trying... Yeah, it was ridiculous that this wasn't called a goal live. It was pretty bad by the ref not to see that over the line. But I think Toronto rang in because I think the review offices are in Toronto, the league offices. All right, they took a shot away for St. Louis. It's 21-13 now. All right. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to go... All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that, but Tucker tried to be slick. Yep. No, I agree. Far circle face off. Taken out by the Golden Knights over the red line. And centering pass off the near boards. Sent behind the net. Knights with the puck. And puck gets loose right in front of the crease. Taken behind the St. Louis net by Parayko. Sent up the boards. And it's going to be another icing here on St. Louis. Yeah, we will get the review. Well, what happened here? Was there a...
Bottom hand. That bottom hand right there is on, and then as he moves it back, it just slips right off. And then he loses the puck. He's got to use his skate. That leads down to the turnover, and it's in the back of the net.
Oh, they were showing the goal turnover by the Blues. The guy just took, somehow his hand came off the stick. 10:30 to go. We're tied at 3. Behind the net. Hofer played it to the far boards. To the far circle. Don't know if that got on net. Still 21. Oh, they're going to add some shots soon here. Spoiler alert. Blues in the far circle. That's a save by Hart. Rebound into the far corner. Blues keep it in at the blue line. Sent into the far corner. And another shot. That is saved. That one's deflected wide. Blues still control the puck. Right up the middle. That shot is blocked by Eichel into the netting. Maybe the crowd. And let's see. 9:40 to go. We get the under 10 media timeout. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get that. Only goal of the third period. Here's Dorofeyev's. Yeah, Tucker tried to clear it from behind the thing, behind the line. Yeah, it was a bad turnover, I think, by Falk. Yeah, see, then they iced it. You could even see it. Let me show that again. So Falk turns it over, like his hand came off the stick right here. So then it was picked up. Dorofeyev sent it, and it just crossed the line. Assist by Bowman. Bowman's the one that picked it up off the turnover, and Hofer wasn't able to keep it out. Tucker tried to sweep it out. Sloppy a little bit, yeah. That's a good question. Is Theodore injured? Yeah, they signed Hart. We all know. If you don't know, he had, we'll say, legal problems, which he, I guess, was found not guilty in a court of law. Less said about that, the better. Schmid is the backup, so yeah, I'm guessing Theodore is probably hurt, and that's what Caden said as well. Yeah, that sounds right. Hofer's backed up by Bennington today, but yeah, with Hart and Schmid, pretty sure that would mean Theodore is still injured. All right, 21-16 shots on goal. Vegas game squared up and tied at 3-3. Yeah, they missed the draw on too busy showing replays. They missed a bunch of seconds tick off. Under 9.5 to go. Blues have it in their own end. Over the red line, a dump in to the near corner. And sent out. Puck is, let's see, right at the blue line, kept in by Vegas into the nearest circle. Sent behind the net. off the near boards. Picked up by Kolsar. Now into the near corner. That was Sissons. Sissons trying to dig it out. Thomas there for the Blues. They get it to the far circle. That shot is a glove save. We got pushing and shoving between Tucker and Kolsar. Let's see if anything. Man, I don't know who to root for. I hate both these teams. Sorry. No, I guess the Knights losing would help the Kings more, maybe? I don't know. Blues are... Tucker's a pain in the butt, looks like. 8:46 to go, still 21-16 in shots on goal. Yeah, Tucker. Yep, that's Tucker, 75. All right, Dvorsky versus Hurdle, and we got a false start on the faceoff. Dvorsky wins the draw in the far corner. Blues don't get it out. Back to the blue line for the Knights. Hannafin's long shot just went wide. Off the post on the rebound. Off the side of the net into the near corner. Wow. Blues catching a few breaks there. Bad puck luck for the Knights. Hannafin passed it. Far circle shot blocked out of the zone. Knights pick it up in their own. But they only got one shot. That's true. One hit the post. So, all right. Puck. Oops. I hit a button that I didn't mean to. I don't know what just happened. Pardon that. We'll go back to this. There we go. All right. In the near boards, Knights can't get it out. Now it's at the red line, and they dump it in. It looked like they're offside. I don't know what game these linesmen are watching. Same with the ref for missing that last goal, too. Far circle, pocket picked. That was a great move by the Blues. That was 21, who is Snuggerud. Ooh, somebody got hit in the... Snuggerud delivers a hit, too. Marner digs it out. Marner pass ahead. Taken by Tucker behind his own net. 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Pass ahead. And is that deflected into the crowd or netting at 6:53? Added another shot. Yeah, the Knights. Hannafin shot from the blue line. Oh, it was tipped by Dorofeev, and then it hit the post. And I'm pretty sure they hit... No, that was a fantastic save, I think, off the Bowman shot. But the Dorofeev with a great deflection, that hit the post. And then the rebound shot that I thought hit the post was actually a save by Hofer. All right, Knights send it up, not out. Blues keep it in. A shot on target, saved by Hart. Okay, that had to be a shot on goal. NHL.com is just slow to update, I guess. Less than 6.5 to go. Blues in their near corner. There, they finally added it. Into the far boards. Blues in the far circle. Sent behind the Vegas net. Smith skates it out for the Knights. Into the near corner. Blues send it around. Kept in at the blue line, but Knights turn it over. Red line dumped in by the Blues. Taken behind the net by Korzak. Knights get it out to Saad. Saad loses the puck immediately at the red line and dumped into the far corner. Not out. Now it's at the red line. Saad sends it into the far corner. Sent behind the net by the Blues. Up the near boards. Behind the net. Knights take it out. Back and forth we go. White Cloud into the far boards. He sends it behind the net. Hofer, but we got a whistle. 5:11 to go. Under 6 media timeout. 3-3 on the scoreboard. Now they adjust the shots again. 22-18 Knights. The Blues, Dylan Holloway is 2. Both, in your hockey pool for fan. Yeah. Yep. Tired. Well, I feel like, did they play yesterday? Just checking that out. Doesn't look like they played yesterday. What about Wednesday? Knights were at home Wednesday. Blues were in Colorado 2 nights ago. So, yeah, maybe. Not back-to-back, but 2 and 3 days. Even the refs look sloppy. Yep. Blues, yeah. Close game. Definitely. Third period then bogged down a little bit, but the first 2 periods, plenty of scoring and scoring opportunities. Yeah. No. Sloppy maybe in the third, but first and second period were good. Do we have good seafood in the Chicago area? I don't know. In the suburbs? Yeah. I don't know. Unless you count sushi, yes. Seafood, I don't know. I wouldn't say. Red Lobster's okay, but that's a chain. But there's a nice, local one location only that we've got in the next town over. I think it's called Don's Dock. I enjoy that. We had a nice Thai place where I would get catfish, but they kind of lowered their portions and upped the prices, so we haven't been going. All right, under 5 to go. Behind the Blues net, Hofer plays it to the far boards, up and out. No icing. Hannafin takes it behind his own net. Looking for a breakout with 4:40 to go. All right. Skated to the blue line. Pass deflected into the far corner. Tucker picks it up for the Blues. Pass to the red line. Far circle. Sent out. Knights trying to get a change. Blues dump it in. Boy, at this point, are these guys just playing for overtime? I don't know. We'll see. You would think you wouldn't want to give up the point to a team in your own conference, but all right. Behind his own net, that's Korzak to the red line. They dump it in now. Hofer to the far boards, not sent out, kept in. Stolen, though, going the other way. Neighbors passed it. And then at the red line, both teams finished a line change. Dumped in behind the Vegas net. And White Cloud makes a pass. Deflected over the red line. Stolen. Stone has it to the blue line. Hannafin to the far side. Backhander behind the St. Louis net. Howden couldn't get it. Blues skated out and taken behind the net by Vegas. 3:10 to go in the third period. Still 22-18 on the shot. Still 3-3 on the scoreboard. 22-18 Vegas. Falk to Tucker. Tucker passes it over the red line. Taken into the far circle. Dug out of the far corner by Lausen. Tucker sends it around to the near corner. Sent to the red line and dumped in again by the Blues. Pass to the blue line, behind the net. And let's see. Far circle, skated out to the near board. Saad shot and a glove save and held on by Hofer at 221. Come on, that's a shot on goal. Are they going to add this in or what? We got a side-by-side ad. Rangers. I'm hoping for it, Michael. I can't stand the Panthers. Rangers are good on the road, so yes. They're terrible at home. Oh, I know. I love salmon, but my stomach can't handle it for some reason. I guess it's too fatty or greasy. Oh, against the Panthers. All right, puck is deflected into the crowd at 216. They probably should tank they can't tank that much. Where are they reviewing? Puck went right into Hofer's glove, and he was looking at his blocker. Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I want the Rangers too. I cannot stand the Panthers. Cannot stand Brad Marchand. All right. Blues dump it in from the red line. Hannafin sends it up the boards. Blues take it over at the blue line. Pass off the near boards. Falk's shot is wide of the mark. They took another shot away from the Blues. It's 2 more shots. Well, according to TV, but okay, now it's 24-17. Now it's back to, all right. Into the near circle, shot, big save, big rebound into the net. The Blues take the lead. There's the goal. 4-3 Blues. Or as I would say, the Blows. As a ex-Hawks fan, I guess. Former Hawks fan. All right, looks like Shen got the goal. He got the rebound. All right, what are we showing? Show the goal. We're showing all this stuff before the goal. Shot by Neighbors and rebound tucked in. Or no, I'm sorry, shot by Snuggerud. Big save by Carter Hart, but he gave up a huge board. And Shen just barely got a stick on it, and it hit the back of the net. He kind of popped it into the air. Shen, okay, they got to give Snuggerud an assist. I'm surprised they wiped that off. We'll see if they do it. All right, 4-3 Blues with 1:33. I'm wondering if somebody called a timeout.
So with 97 seconds to go, Wes McCauley is playing to center ice.
97 seconds. You mean 93 seconds?
And again, it was no kicking motion, just off his skate.
Oh, they're trying to see if it was a kicking motion.
There is no kicking motion. The Blues are going
It was just deflected off his skate. Okay, they may have been reviewing it, but good goal under a minute and a half. 24-19 on the shots, Vegas, but they are trailing 4-3. They pulled Carter Hart. Hannafin has it in the near circle. It should be Snuggerud from Shen from Snuggerud and Buknovich. Cleared out as the goalie tried to score. They beat out the icing. Near circle, under a minute to go. And then NHL.com puts it as a power play because it's 6-on-5. It's so bizarre. All right. Sent out again by the Blues. 42 seconds to go. Hannafin again picks it up. Pass to the near boards. Down in front, in the front row. Blues fans, they're all on their feet. taken in front of the net again. Under 30 seconds to go. Pass to the near boards. Sent, not out. Knights keep it in. Stone. Flipped up in the air. And it looks like Marner's going to have to... Nope, it's icing. So that gives the Knights a chance. It's a slim chance, but with 8.8 to go, they get a face-off in the Blues' end. They could maybe get the equalizer here. We shall see. Yeah, the goalie was trying to score, and he's lucky that the Blues beat out the icing. I don't know. It was not a very good shot. Megna was beat out the icing. All right, looks... Oh, timeout, Golden Knights. Oh, they put 9.2. All right. Vegas uses their timeout. There is 9.2 seconds to go, so the face-off in the Blues end, and they just took a shot away from Vegas again. Jeez Louise. Why do they keep messing with the shots? Too little, too late. Yeah, we'll get face-off, and we'll do it again. Come on. Stupid linesman. Just drop the puck. My gosh. Face off. Finally. And it's cleared by the Blues. This should be it. It's not unless... Oh, they called icing. Hold on. Another icing. There's only 1.8 they may review. So the game is not over yet. 1.8. So one more face-off. They technically could score here. Not likely. All right. Far circle. That will do it. That's the end of the game. 4-3 St. Louis final. Yes, Kolsar scored his first goal of the year. Stone's 11th, Dorofeev's 16th. Yeah. Kolsar, yeah, we looked at his numbers. He only had like 6 assists tonight, or this year too. All right, Vegas 3, St. Louis 4, your final. All right, let's see. Did we see? I think we saw Dorofeev's goal. Yeah. All right, here's Schen's goal. Again, a steal and picked up by Snuggerud. Shot, big rebound. It went off of the skate of Schenn, so they had to review for a kicking motion. Buknovich made the steal, too, so he got the second assist. All right, 24-19 were the final shots. Please hit like and subscribe before you head on out. I'll catch up on the chat. We had 49 votes. 24% correctly picked the Blues to win, though. Faceoffs 28-23 Blues. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. 21-19 hits Vegas. 14-9 block shots Vegas. 18-16 giveaways St. Louis. 6-6 on the takeaways. The series is tied 1-1. The third and final game of the 3-game season series is January 10th in Las Vegas. Looks like Schenn was one of the stars, one of the 3 stars. Not sure who else. Let's see. Sundqvist is another. All right, I'll catch up on the chat here. Well, sorry, Caden. Yeah, usually with my games they do go overtime, but and then number 13, I forgot his name on the Blues is Toropchenko, Shen, Sundqvist, and Toropchenko, the 3 stars. Yeah, I've heard Binnington hasn't been great. Outdoor Winter Classic. Yep. Under 7.5. It ended at 7. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that was me. Yep. Who's cheating? I don't understand, Oliver. Yep. First goal. Yep. He had his career high in goals and assists last year. Yep. Blues win, John. You're right. 5th career 2-point game for Toropchenko. Goal and assist. Sundqvist goal and assist. Shen a goal. They had a rough start, but they've been playing better lately, though. They've been playing better lately, I'd say. They've gotten themselves sort of in the playoff hunt. Granted, they're 7th, but they're only 3 points out. The West is wide open. All right. Sorry, they had lost their previous 2. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10, but now I would think that would flip 5-4-1 then in their last 10. All right, that's going to do it for me. We'll be back for men's college basketball, 6 o'clock for Marist and St. Peter's, and then we will have Wild at Ducks, 9:35 Central for the live stream. Blues. Yo, sorry, I was trying to catch up. All right, thank you all for watching. This is Sinbin Stream signing out for now. Take care, be well. Wishing all the best for you. Let's have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Until then, this is bye-bye and so long for now. Have a great Friday.